Hey guys, Mike here, and a little something different today. I'm not going to be doing a knife build so much as a knife rework. This is going to a customer who wanted me to do a new handle on his knife that he got through Circle K. Um, Looked into the company some more, and the more I look, the less I like them. And it's nothing personal against the people there who work there. It's nothing personal against the way they do business, yada yada yada. Just I don't like the way they make their knives. Their knives are not made to my standards. I have different standards than other places, and I recognize that that's okay. Everybody has a way of doing things that they try to do it. As there's not going to be any forging in this video, some of you are not going to be interested. But for those who say, "Oh, I want to be a knife maker," no, no, you don't. You want to forge, I'm sure, or at least you think you do, as of right now. But you'll understand why I say you do not wish to be a knife maker very shortly. Need to find something. Let's see if this will work. Gotta break this damn bolt free. Hey, Nugget. There we go. One of my daughter's cats is running around doing cat things. I'm not privy to what he's got planned for the day. So. Good. I need to get. There we go. Like that. All the sandpaper. Not just some of it. All of it. We are going to use just about every bit of this. Fine grit for polishing. That should work. How's it going, Meyer? Just trying to give you guys kind of my point of view on things and how I do things. Getting ready to do some hand sanding. This is one of the reasons why when I hear people tell me they want to make knives, I tell them, no you don't. Hello guys, how you all doing? Holy shit, we got a whole little crowd going already. This is not going to be an exciting video. Okay, I'm just telling you. Thank you. I appreciate that, Meyer. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Appreciate that. Again, this is not going to be an exciting video. This is the unfortunate truth of knife making. Knife making sucks. Okay, Cheddar. I've been to jail. It's not much fun. Thank you, Meyer. So, I get a lot of people telling me that they could do better, or I'll take that as a compliment, I guess. I get a lot of people telling me that, yes, I have 2 kids. Telling me they want to be a knife maker and they can handle it. No, they can't. But here we go. This is going to be about as much fun as watching glue dry. One of my kids is 22, the other is 15. If y'all do have questions about knives, knife making, stuff like that, I'm more than happy to answer them. I don't mind. My day's going well. Thank you, Connor. Hand sanding a knife. Getting a handle fit up perfect. It's easier to do that with my vise. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's keep politics out of this channel, guys, whether you like them or not. Awesome. I like collectors. Thank you, Marianne and my art. It's all good. I roll my eyes all the time, and I'm used to it. This one I did not. This was a customer who sent me this knife. They wanted a different handle on it. I'm not even going to try to pronounce your name, but thank you for the submission. They sent me this because they hated the handle and they wanted a new one. Yeah, I'm not even going to try to subscribe, dude. Or pronounce that name. I'm trash at pronunciations anyways, so. Thank you, Mary. Oh yeah, I'm a full service blacksmith, Esther. Dude, I really appreciate it. No, I did not just bust. How's it going, John? Yeah, I'm a full service blacksmith. That's not just knife making, it's across the board. Yeah, I've got several videos of me making knives and forging knives. Them chickens need to quit hollering. Oh yeah, it's about 8 o'clock here, 9 o'clock. Favorite color? Oh man, my favorite color, probably black. I know technically black is awesome. Thank you. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out. Hey Santa, how you doing? Sorry, I didn't see your message. You were hidden. Your message was hidden by a little flower petal I've been working on. Come here, Nugget. Hey, I appreciate that, Mary. Nugget. Come here, cat. I'm doing well, Santa. Thank you. No, that would be casting. I forge, which involves me taking this and smashing the steel, forging it to my will, bending it to my will. I also do hooks, things of that nature. Also, iron is far too soft for knife making. I typically order steel from a steel supply shop that I trust, because there are some out there that are not very good. Yep, I try to answer anything. I'm doing well, thank you, Santa. I try to answer everything I see. I don't know if I already replied to you or not, Santa. Like I said, I try, but this is the most viewers I've had in a video in a long time. Let's see if I can show you guys what I'm working on here. Trying to sand through all this epoxy back down to the bare metal without tarnishing the bolster and the blade itself. So, yeah. Lots of very delicate work, which is why I'm not doing this on my grinder. Yep. Knives typically, Esther, are not made out of iron. They are almost always made out of some form or fashion of steel, because iron is just way too soft. Now, when you combine iron and carbon, you get steel. If you combine iron with too much carbon, you end up with cast iron. Cast iron is very brittle. So brittle to the point that you use it and it just cracks. Welcome back, Mary. Yeah, this is a very time-intensive process, very boring process. That's why I decided to do a live, so that way people who think they want to make knives realize, holy shit, we're up to 23. Hell yeah, guys, thank you. If everybody who's watching could do me one big favor, hit the subscribe button. It's free. And even if you don't want to watch the videos later, It doesn't cost you anything, but it does help me grow my business. I do appreciate it. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys just coming and hanging out while I'm working. Keeps me moving. Awesome. Thank you. Hydration. It is important. My kids will play. My youngest, she plays Genshin Impact or something like. I'm not even gonna pronounce it. It's an anime game, kind of game. She likes it. I don't care. I mean, hell, as long as she's happy and staying out of trouble. My oldest daughter, she works for a living, so she doesn't have much time to do the video games anymore. My chickens are being loud and obnoxious. I don't know if they play Roblox or not. I'll have to ask. I've never been asked for Roblox or Robux or whatever. I'll play some war games like World of Tanks, War Thunder, World of Warplanes, Cold Waters, stuff like that. I've been really digging War Thunder a lot here lately. Some PUBG. I do alright at PUBG. Uh-oh. My sandpaper was trying to run away from me. Apologies, folks. Honor of Kings I've heard of, but I've never messed with it. I've never played it. So I can't have an intelligent conversation about it. And I've never played Roblox. I don't know the first thing about that game. I know some kind of a building game or whatever, but that's the extent of my knowledge on it. There was a time where I was knowledgeable on most games that were coming out. I just got old. Cool. Yeah, it doesn't interest me. As long as it makes somebody else happy, though, I guess that's not a bad thing. And it didn't hurt nobody. As long as nobody's hurt by it, and people are finding pleasure in it, get after it. I was blessed, Marianne. I really was to be born here. Because getting in is getting harder and harder as far as moving to America. It is not an easy process any longer. It seems our leadership has forgotten what the Statue of Liberty says. I've played some GTA 5 and I think it's interesting. It can be fun. It can also be toxic. It can be very, very toxic. I agree, it is a brutal game. But, you know, every once in a while when I'm feeling like putting myself in that dark hole, I'll jump on and play a little GTA 5. Very, very rarely. It's almost like the old Call of Duty lobbies. Those days were crazy. Well, that's not good. Electric companies running around. Yeah, it gets boring after a while. Just like this. I'm 21 minutes in and I feel like I've barely made a scratch. I mean, I can see the results, but hand sanding is tedious. Tedious work. That's good. I'm glad you found a game you enjoyed. I do play Raid Shadow Legends. It's a good time waster. 32. Hell yeah. I wonder if we can get this up to 100, guys. A 100 people just sitting here watching me sand a knife. That'd be interesting. Yeah, I've just got the numbers up here in the corner. They may not feel like chatting. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't mind. If people want to chat, they can chat. If they don't have to. Nobody is ever under any obligation here. I do enjoy the conversation, though. Would you two cut it out? Seriously? My chickens are fighting. Probably over a bug or something in the yard. Yeah, I'm talking to you two. Stop it. Hey, I'm going to take a shot at this one. Is it Yuri? I'm doing well. I'm hand sanding a knife. I'll show you what I'm working on. I am sanding past the epoxy down to the bare metal to expose this full tang knife. As you can see, I've already got the backside done. The handle's already made. Just working on, like I said, just cleanup now. It's final fit and finish. It's getting it ready to go to its new home. Come here, Nugget. Come here. Say hi, Nugget. He doesn't like to be held. Come here. It's one of our cats. I used to hate cats, but when my wife and I got together, she had 2 kittens that were about 8 weeks old. And I just kind of grew to adore them. Don't get me wrong, I'm still much more a dog individual. I've got 2 very large pit bulls that are babies to me. They will get in my lap and sit in my lap. I've got a certified farm here. Oh, don't get me wrong, cats are amazing. I always knew they were amazing, but I always felt they were little assholes. And that's still true, they are. But I see more of the personalities involved now. Apologies for those who don't like strong language. Whoo-wee! Yuri, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. Where are you from, brother? Netflix? What's on Netflix? I've been watching The Secret of, did I forget the knife? Oh no, the knife is being protected by this right here. Mobile, Alabama. You're not too terribly far away from where I'm at then. I'm in Arkansas. Little bowl cutter. But yeah, this is the knife. I've still got to sand this way as well. Like I said, I'm not the maker of this knife. A customer sent me this because they really did not like the handle. This is a knife made by Circle K. And I appreciate the style of knife. It is 100% a utilitarian style knife made for castrating bulls. Was the original intent of the style of knife. I've made several. Matter of fact, I've got one over on my shelf over here that I made out of a file years ago and just never did anything with it. But yeah, there is my supervisor right there. So I've got to be on my best behavior. What's that, Mary? Stay away from New York. Been there. Um, I'm not a fan of New York at all. Well and truly, stay away from New York. It's not what it used to be. It used to be a land of promise. It is no longer that. New York City is just garbage. If you get away from the touristy stuff in New York, you'll see the truth of it. It's an ugly, ugly mess. People are horribly, horribly rude. And it's not that they're being rude for the sake of being rude. In New York, you just got to be closed off because you see a lot of disgusting things there. Homelessness is absolutely rampant. Um, Violent crime, unfortunately, is a very big thing there. Drug use is rampant. It's just not a good place to be. Yeah, there's a lot of people, and in their eyes, it's not that they're being rude because I have had many experiences with people from New York that are wonderful and that they helped me. They did what I needed done, but they did it in the most rude way possible. There was a comedian once said that somebody from the East Coast New York is going to come to you and they will help you, but they will make you regret that you needed the help. Whereas somebody from the West Coast, they're not going to help you, but you're going to be glad they stopped. I cannot remember the comedian's name. If anybody knows the comedian's name who said that, please drop a link or name or whatever, because I would love to watch that again. I could probably search it on here, but I'm lazy. I'm going to try using a wrench to make this go a little faster. Use it as a sanding block. A little less control, but a little more pressure may help. You can hear I'm starting to get into the metal. Oh yeah, that's a lot faster. I should have been doing that from the beginning. I still learn things every time I come out in my shop, so that's always good. Yuri, give me your take on University of Alabama football this year. What do you think it's going to be like? How do you think they're going to hold up without Saban? Hey Jason, how you doing, buddy? Here's the customer I was telling you guys about, the guy who is receiving this. Go ahead and show you what I'm working with here. Just slowly hand sanding this back down to bare metal. Yeah, I really hope they do as well, man. I hold nothing against Alabama. I'm not an Alabama fan, but I'm a Buckeye fan. Me too, man. I really am. I'm gonna be doing this probably the rest of the day. sitting here hand sanding this because I want to protect the finish on the bolsters and the rest of the blade, and I'm going to have to go through a lot of sandpaper. Um, so, a lot of hand sanding ahead. Not the most fun. Ah, okay. We got a couple of the crazy ones down here, man. Oh, I'm absolutely insane about Ohio State. Soccer player. I don't think I can name anyone maybe other than Messi. So Messi by default, but I'm I'm just not a fan of soccer. I don't have anything against it. I just never got into it. Like I said, Messi by default because it's probably the only one I can name offhand. Uh, maybe Beckham. But again, I I just I don't know soccer, so like I said, by default. And I don't think I could tell you what any of them look like even. Maybe my cousin who plays soccer. Never was a footy guy. Now, rugby, that's my shit. Even more so than football, and I love football. Um, but rugby's my shit. New Zealand All Blacks and Ireland all day. I know it's an interesting choice of teams to follow, but they're the two I love. Got to watch some of the World Cup with a good friend of mine this past year in a little pub. I don't know shit about bass fishing, man. My favorite catfisherman, though, aside from myself, is me. No, my favorite catfisherman would be Catfish Dave on YouTube. I never understood the rules till I played, man. I played 4 years in high school, played a little bit in the military, um, played a little bit of college rugby. It's hard to understand the rules, get a grip of the rules from just watching. The basics are no forward pass, things like that. Play doesn't stop just because somebody hits the ground. Oh, Bill Dance is cool. I love Bill Dance. You ain't got to worry about it. Mary, I'm a Marine. I don't know how well that's going to show. I'm a Marine. You don't have to worry about cussing around me. I have to really tone it down on here or YouTube will take these videos off of the internet immediately. What are you doing, dummy? My cat is trying to climb my shed. Okay. It's officially a day. Now, Jason, I just hope you can see I'm doing my best to protect the finish of your blade, make it look really nice, all in the same. I did know me, but I work in a factory, Jason. I yeah. I hear colorful, interesting language on a daily basis. I've been told things that would make a sailor blush. But no, back to the WWE question. Yes, actually, I used to watch it all the time. I watch it occasionally here and there. It's not my favorite thing to watch anymore. Ever since the Attitude Era, it's not the same. I was spoiled. I grew up watching Undertaker in his prime, Stone Cold in the prime, The Rock in his prime. I got to see the debut of guys like John Cena. So yeah, I mean, I grew up watching. I really appreciate that, Jason. Um, I grew up watching the big boys in their prime, so I was spoiled. Guys who are retired now, doing YouTube videos like me. I like today's storytelling well enough that I can sit through a show or two, but I really don't think they tell the story with the matches like they used to. You know, like the matches used to be what told the story. Oh yeah, Triple H is running it 100%. Yeah, but cool. That's awesome, Mary. If I'd have kept my mouth shut, I probably could have retired from the Marine Corps. My problem has always been I like to run my mouth. It gets me in trouble. Yep. Yep, got to see them too. Junkyard was kind of on his way out when I started watching. He was working his way out. Roddy Piper was all but kind of retired at that point. Um, Hulk was, well, he was being Hulk. We all know how he is. He's like that uncle you guys have to warn everybody about, like, hey, you know, he's going to be a little drunk and rowdy. Thankfully, he's kind of cooled off since then. A lot of that was forced. He kind of had to. He didn't have much in the way of a choice. Steroids will make you do some crazy, stupid shit. Yeah, that was always hilarious. Yeah, I'm gonna catch a lot of heat for this, but I just don't see it in Roman Reigns. Just, I'm not a fan. I don't like him. Just never really cared for him. I don't dislike him. Let me just play it like that. I don't really dislike Roman Reigns. I don't get it. I thought he was overhyped the entire time. You know, had Roman Reigns come out in the 90s, he would have been a mid-carder. And that's kind of when I was watching. I mean, he would have been a mid-carder at best. And that's what I go back to, is that prime era of the late 90s, early 2000s. I said the Attitude Era was my shit. That and the Ruthless Aggression, that kind of era. That's what I lived for. Every Monday night and Thursday night. Alright, Jason, you got to come in and see a little bit of your knife. Let's go ahead and show you where we're at now. See all that epoxy that was there? That was built up. It's gone. I've got to start in on this now. A very long, drawn out process. So, I'm gonna keep at it. Yeah, gotta abide by the parents' rules. I had to do it too. I never cared. Never cared for it, but you gotta obey the rules while you're there. I have to be very careful here. Thank you, Yuri. I've got to be very, very careful here because I do not want to tear up the finish on the bolster. So I really don't want to spend all that time repolishing the bolster, which is already at a near mirror polish. So it's very much so a game of play this very gentle, very slow and methodical. This is why I say you really don't want to be a knife maker unless you just have time to burn, because that's cool, Mary. God, my kids are older than you. Okay. Matthew. Sounds good. My kids are older than you. God damn. I didn't come on here to feel bad. Now I do. I feel a little bit older every day. An hour in and I've got 1.5 inches of this sanded back down to bare metal. Yeah, we're going to stick with Matthew. I want to say this is 220, but like I said, I'm not using a really aggressive grip because I really want to avoid, if I do hit the bolster or if I do get up into the knife, I don't want to really tear into it. So, patience is a virtue. What do you mean? Like, come on, like do videos and stuff like that, or you mean like just out in public? I told both my kids the same thing. While they're under the age of 18 and living under our roof, they will not be doing any videos. It's just too sick of a world we live in. Once they're above the age of 18, they can kind of do whatever they want. Appreciate it. Be right back. All right, I'm back. Grab some shop roll. Some 120 grit. It's an old belt that snapped on me during use, but it'll do just fine for this. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe that was wore out. Let's go see what else I got. I know I got a little bit more shop roll. Something I can use. Got here. 320, I don't need that. 80, that's a fairly fresh 80, we'll use it. This 80 will come in handy. Oh. Yeah, that's better. Oh yeah, that helped out a lot. That's making a significant difference. Should have done this earlier. Live and learn. Oh yeah. It's gonna be a good day, folks. Get this knocked out. Maybe I will do this by lunch. Be done with it. And I'll go cut the power on in the shop and sand the rest of this on the sides on the grinder, because that will be a lot easier there. I don't have to worry about it as much. But this part absolutely has to be done by hand. This is why I tell everybody who tells me they want to be a knife maker, no, you don't. You think you do, but you don't. This is the most time-intensive trash when it comes to knife making. Hard on your back, because you're bent over the entire time, sitting there staring at one little piece. Here's one of my failed projects. Still has use though. Seth's okay. He's a good heel. The one thing I wish Seth would do would be work on his in-ring ability just a little bit more. But as far as a talker goes, oh, one of the best. New Day, I kind of like New Day a little bit. They're all pretty cool for the most part. especially Kofi, the way he behaves. I really like the way he handles himself. In a lot of ways, AJ Styles, I appreciate. Not in this. Frankie, where you at? Sorry, my buddy Frankie is back. Frankie is a carpenter bee that lives in the rafters, and I always get a kick out of having him come around. I love it. It's always a good day to see Frankie. But AJ Styles, yeah, I appreciate the way he works more than most. I think he's a really damn good worker. I tell you, the one I think really needs a shot that doesn't get it is, oh God, what's his name? Done forgot his name now. It'll come back to me. There's several guys who I think really deserved a push that they never got because they put in a hell of a lot of work. But it's not up to me, so. Tell you, there's one I wish they'd get rid of is Dom. I know I'm going to probably catch hell for saying that, but he needs to go. I don't like him. I don't know what it is. I just don't like him at all. I never bought the whole storyline of him and Rhea Ripley. It just never worked for me. Shield, not really. Never got into it. Again, I came up in a different era. It's kind of like my music. Anything after about 2000. Cody Rhodes was cool. I'm really happy that he got his shot. I'm really glad that, he got to finish his story. I'm really proud of what all he's done. He's been a hell of a worker. But he comes from a family of workers. I think his dad would be insanely proud of him and all the work he's done. He's been through hell and back, but yeah, Cody was cool. I didn't see anything from that, so I couldn't tell you. Couldn't even have an intelligent conversation about it. Cool. Red and black, two of my favorite colors. I know this is me pining for the glory days. I wish they would bring in a Undertaker-esque character again. I mean, a truly does not speak to anyone, keeps the mystique up, does not break kayfabe. A truly terrifying individual, somebody who can actually work, who's big, athletic, can dominate the ring, and still command the respect of those around him. I think that's what they need, and I don't think they really have anyone on the roster like that right now. They've got a few who are close, but just not. Randy Orton's cool. I like Randy Orton. I know a lot of people don't like him. I like what he can be. He has his ups and downs. I like what he can be. But he's also one that I saw come in, and yeah, I hope they bring them back right. I hope they do bring them back correctly, because I really liked them. Yep, I saw that. Uncle Howdy is a nod to Captain Spaulding from the Rob Zombie franchise, House of a Thousand Corpses. A lot of people don't know that. Oh, Undertaker, 100%. I grew up watching in awe of him. One of my first memories is seeing him throw Mankind off of the Hell in a Cell, and nobody had seen that before. Amazing. Just the way he told a story with his matches, he didn't have to use words. He could do it entirely in the ring. And so that storytelling in the ring is what I appreciate more than anything else. Don't get me wrong. Mankind was fun. He wasn't really that he was a great wrestler. He was not afraid to take a hit. And so that made his character perfect for that time frame. It wouldn't work today because, they want the athleticism today. That's why I think a reborn Undertaker style character would really work, because he was so fucking athletic. Yeah. Mankind was perfect for that era. He couldn't get by today, I don't think. Mankind, Dude Love, Cactus Jack, Mick Foley, all of that. Yeah, it was hilarious. That was back when there was still a little bit of comedy too. That you could tell he could be serious and have a serious match, but you also know he was funny as hell. Like the whole trying to help Vince in the hospital thing, that was comic gold. Yeah, they're cool. They're definitely imposing figures. Much more so than most others. They definitely cut a very imposing figure. Now it's time to work the sides down. Gonna have to go cut the power onto the shop and slowly take chunk after chunk after out of the side very slowly, because if I don't, I'll screw it up. Shut up. Crows are talking shit out here. Yeah, Gunther is a monster. Kaiser, again, it's one of those things. You either like them or you don't. And I just don't really get him. There's nothing wrong with that. Excuse me. I'm trying to blow some of this dust off the screen from grinding. There are just some characters that they show well or they don't. And I think Kaiser is one of those characters where you just have to really appreciate him. And he's not for me. Yeah, he's your generic bad dude, baddie. And we've had enough of those. Let's get to grinding. It's going to be a little loud. I apologize in advance. Okay, there's that. Throw on a 320. Let's go with 80 grit. Slightly worn 80 grit belt will do the trick. Carmelo's cool. Alright, so we're now back to having a hand sand, but in that amount of time we got that back down to pretty close to flush. So, hooray, back to hand sanding. I love hand sanding. Said no knife maker ever. But the nice thing is now it's all about polish, final fit and finish, clean up, work. It's all I'm doing now. So thankfully that means we're getting very close, and I do mean very close, to the end of this. After that, I'll oil it and it will be ready to ship back to its owner. Oh, that breeze feels great today. Water. It's good for you. Man, you be good. Enjoy your day. It was good talking with you. No, there's 5 there, but they're not talking. As far as you talking goes, it'd be just you and me now. Nomi? I hope I'm pronouncing that right. If not, I truly do apologize. Right back where we started, just sitting here handstanding. Told you guys this was not going to be what one would call an entertaining video. We're an hour and a half in, and I've removed about 1/8 of an inch of material all the way around. And that's the sad truth of knife making. Once you get past the forging and all of that, the rest of it's very tedious work. So I don't expect you guys to sit around and watch it all. It's not really good content. But I want to be transparent with everything that I do as a knife maker. Liam? Okay, that'll work. I can pronounce Liam. But yeah, it's not the most entertaining content, which is why I encourage audience participation. Oh, hey, cool. Where are you watching from today, Liam? No, you said you're on your Tia's phone. Got to break these corners off. Heck yeah, that's awesome. You get tired of you using his? Unfortunately, no. I've probably got another several hours of this because I'm going to take this to a mirror polish, clean it up as best as possible. I'll be doing this all day. The final fit and finish is the most important part of a knife as far as I'm concerned after the heat treat. So I'll sit out here and hand sand all day. You're more than welcome to go watch something else, man. This is not, like I said, this is not make for good content, but it's very much so the truth. And I think people need to see that before they get into knife making thinking that it's going to be quick and easy. Oh, okay. Go party, man. Parties are good. Whew. Yep, go enjoy your party, bro. Have fun. Nothing wrong with a good party. I may be on here for that amount of time. I don't know. I may cut it short. It just depends. Your dad's a late sleeper? Sorry, I just now noticed. I'm not really great at keeping track of comments. 320, 220, that's what I need. I know I set that sucker down here somewhere. Where'd it go? There it is. I've always been one to get up early. I prefer to be up early in the mornings than late in the day. Cool. Hey, Nugget. Come here. Come on. Come on. Come here. Cat's not going to complain now. Something done spooked him. Yep, I'm actually going to go ahead and cut it short today. I do have to get inside and do some stuff inside, and the dogs are losing their minds. So, y'all, thank you for watching. I know this is a long, boring video, but hopefully it gives you an idea of why I say you really don't want to be a blacksmith or a bladesmith. There's a lot of tedious work. Thanks for watching. Drop a, if you don't mind, drop a like, subscribe on your way out the door. I highly appreciate it.